first to my right from Dirty Jersey, the Sauce Boss, the Mafiosa, Valentina Rossi. Her opponent to my left, descended from the heavens and raising hell, she is the Holy Queen of the wrestling scene, Fallyn Grey!
Great reaction for both ladies here at the White Eagle. Beyond Wrestling presents ID Showcase, our official Tiger Shea. This women's action, I'm excited. I'm Trevin Adams. I'm here with Brother Greatness, and ladies and gentlemen, these ladies, they are jockeying for position because they're all going to be watching later on tonight who becomes the WWE ID Women's Champion. Is it Retention by Lady Luck? Is it Notorious Mimi? But right now, you win this match, you're moving up in the rankings.
The world is watching you now. Decision makers are watching you now. And victory or defeat in this contest has have a serious effect on your future prospects.
And you're seeing Valentina Rossi, one of the biggest weapons she'll have. And in fact, well done there by Fallyn Grey because she just eliminated that weapon. It is the height advantage, the long limb advantage. Rossi probably almost a head taller than her opponent.
The reach, the height is all going to have a serious effect. And here we go. It just took some.
And there you go there. That is Valentina Rossi. You see the face, the anger. I think Rossi's only happy when she's in control. You heard her announce this from Dirty Jersey. I guess that makes it North Jersey. Respectfully, I'm from Philly, South Jersey when I was little. But nevertheless, kidding aside, when it comes to Rossi, so proud of her Italian heritage, has no time for pretty much anybody but herself.
I don't know how she feels about a T-neck sauce, but I know that she doesn't like that kind of maneuver. Neck getting driven directly into the second rope.
And a great counter there. Well done, the swinging neck breaker pinfall. Fallyn Grey, young lady's gotten so good so fast, less than 3 years in the sport, trained by Chris Bay at Future Stars of Wrestling. Coming from a month ago when we had the ID Showcase, really having more of a home field advantage to really probably for many of the people here in person, first time they're seeing her, but how about that landing on the apron, up and over, ouch.
Precarious to say the very least, and getting flipped inside out, managing to hold on and now getting driven into the apron.
Well, that's it. And you can see here, I don't need to tell you there's not match. You can tell this is a hard wooden floor. Trust me, you do not want to land on it. Just ask the man next to me, Brother Greatness.
And I've experienced the metal, the wood, both on the floor and with respect to this specific ring, and I tell you, it's not a positive experience.
And there is the flexibility of the former ballerina going for the pin. Ballerina for 20 years since she was 3 years old. Valentina Rossi has flexibility beyond pretty much flexibility I've seen of almost any human being in the world. I know it sounds like it's hyperbole. Watch her closely. Watch her closely. Might as well be Gumby.
And the effect that her ballet experience really assists with is at the end of a contest, where you find that balance. She could get kicked in the head. Wow, there we go.
There's the flexibility. Great camera angle. You saw it right there. A split in the middle of the ring to choke the woman, and done with ease.
Yeah, in a place that wouldn't be expected.
That's the sauce we were looking for.
Got all that sauce. I don't know if it's a vodka sauce or what have you, but right now, Valentina preparing to stretch out Fallyn Grey.
That abdominal stretch and hitting right there, and you made the point. Look at the elbow there in the ribs, in the kidneys, to a prone Fallyn Grey. And now grabbing on as well, and I'm going to tell you, trust me, the way that stretch works, Fallyn is desperately fighting out, and smart that she did.
She had to get out there quickly, utilizing that hip toss. Wise decision from that position.
I think a lot of people underestimate, and you're already seeing the damage right there, especially the way just the grasping from Valentina Rossi right there. Might as well be trying to rip the appendix out.
Valentina, and honestly, the size difference kicks in there once again when you completely palm someone's rib and try to drag it out when it's being hyperextended, and there's more.
And I think now we've seen a target. We've seen where Valentina's going to keep attacking Fallyn Grey. I've had the opportunity pretty much for the last 4 to 5 years. Valentina Rossi's career, I've pretty much watched it from the beginning. She trained at flatbacks with Sean Spears. And, oh wait, going for the pin, hold on. And Rossi, you see the attitude, the anger. There's one weakness to this lady. She just gets so mad. Sometimes takes her eye off the ball.
It's great to utilize anger and emotion to your advantage, but when it takes you away from your particular target, you're going to have an issue. Rossi so far, it hasn't seemed to slow her down.
And now a prone Fallyn Grey in the corner. You got to remember, for Fallyn, had the longer trip here coming from over in that Nevada area. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that torture rack. And it's getting worse and worse for Fallyn Grey, going right after those ribs. And can you imagine the fall there? The damage done, is it enough?
Big cover there, and when you get dropped like that, and you're already in the torch trap position, it's difficult to power through. It's difficult not to give in and give way to a submission. But you're expecting to either be slammed, dropped, spun. You don't expect your opponent to drop and drive their shoulders into your ribs.
And that's it. And you see again going right there, the knee to the ribs. As they say, if you can't breathe, you can't fight. But Fallyn Grey starting to come back and hit a stunner out of nowhere.
Great. Getting the separation that's required in that moment. Now trying to do exactly what you mentioned. Breathe, find air so she can fight.
And you hear Beyond Faithful getting behind Fallyn Grey. I think they're appreciating the hard work of this young lady. And trying right now to get back to her feet, having to use the ring. And Valentina was up, but caught quickly by Grey.
Grey utilizing her speed and agility at this moment. Swing and a miss, oh no.
That face tells the story, but able to escape, well done by Fallyn Grey, and wow, rolling over her opponent. And able to hit an X-Factor out of nowhere.
Short order on it, quick, there's the cover.
Shoulder up, but well done, right into the crossface, the center of the ring. The positioning's perfect. Grey is not wasting any movement, anything that Grey can do right now to take out Valentina before those ribs give out. That is the mission.
And you see the intelligence with the string of maneuvers, everything attacked either the neck or the face to allow this crossface to work exquisitely.
And the ropes for the solace of Valentina Rossi. And the entire time, though, more damage being done as Rossi pulled across the ring. But again, the height differential, making it a little bit of a shorter trip. As Grey finding herself on the apron again, didn't go well last time.
Grey, oh goodness, did he hear that?
If those ribs aren't broken yet, greatness, they're going to be. They are going to be. The way this is going, this is very smart offense from Valentina Rossi, immediately changing the complexion of the matchup. Ouch.
Questioning whether or not Monsters feel pain. She definitely feeling it here.
And the pin. Shoulder is up. I would not want to be Valentina Rossi's significant other. I'm just saying, man. Can you imagine that face and that screaming?
We need to find a specialist, a counselor of sorts, because right now that violent meltdown that led to raining knees, it makes me question the overall intellectual and mental constitution of the Sousa one.
No, she is Italian from North Jersey, but nevertheless, right now, Valentina going after Fallyn Grey, continuing the offensive. There it is again. I talked about the flexibility. When is the last time you saw somebody putting a boot into the ribs from the floor? But hold on. Is it going to be a counter? It is. Tornado DDT.
Great position there. Goes for the pin, but oh no.
And Leg is able to easily get to the rope, and it's not Fallyn Grey's fault. It's back to that point. Not only is Rossi a little bigger as you come out, was able to roll over, whether it was luck, whether it was ring IQ, it sure as heck was effective.
Momentum definitely took a major effect with respect to that execution and that situation, but Grey still has an opportunity to take advantage.
Oof. And hanging that neck right there, using the ring as a weapon. And Valentina, there's a shortcut that she can take, she's gonna take it. She is a mean woman, you can tell it right now. And that little bit for a moment there looked like she may be having a little issue walking, but doesn't matter because, ladies and gentlemen, lost in the sauce, and this match is over. Fallyn Grey fought the entire match through those ribs, but Valentina Rossi tonight was the night of the sauce.